Ready to get us started, it's Cade York.
And off we go from Tampa.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 7 catches, 87 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette.
And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. 3rd and short, so didn't need much, but got a little extra on the backside. Nice run.
Chewed up the yardage, didn't he? To me, that was offensive line with leverage, good blocking angles, taking on a stacked defensive front. And once they chopped that little hole in the beginning, he took it and rambled.
And just the 3rd play from scrimmage, wanted to avoid the 3 and out and did just that. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Up the middle they go. It's Miles. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
Well, this defense for the Browns, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Huntley to throw.
This is caught by Evans. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Here's Huntley.
Godwin's got it. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season.
And the Bucs will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays.
And it's Chris Godwin who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
At their own 25-yard line. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They run it again with Chubb. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. A check on the numbers for Chubb from a week ago. 20 carries, 129 yards.
And the way they ran the ball last week has to bring a smile to the faces of the entire coaching staff, because not only are they seeing a back pile up yardage, they're seeing an offensive line in sync. And that bodes well this late in the season.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Here's Watson.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And he comes back with one complete.
So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The Browns had 10-3 on the year, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. To throw is Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Watson now to throw.
That's complete to Bell over the middle.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
York able to send this one through.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
He had the touchdown strike on that last drive, number 35 for him on the year. And he'll go in search of number 36 here as his guys start 1st and 10.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Fournette. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in second and long yardage.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now on 2nd and 13. Watson. And that is taken in by Njoku. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now it's Watson. Caught on the slant. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there.
His 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is now 10 to 7. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
To throw, Huntley.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. They'll give him 4 yards there. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
From the gun on 3rd down.
Huntley, a pass underneath for Fournette.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it'll be 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10.
Well, the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns.
They're starting to pull away with this one. Early on that 1st quarter, they didn't look so great offensively. What has changed?
Sometimes it's just a matter of doing what you plan to do better. Sometimes you just put that all together and you execute. Other times it's just a simple adjustment in your game plan, finding a spot that maybe was a little weaker than maybe you thought, and going to that. So many different things, so many different ways, but right now, you got to like what they're doing. They have put distance between themselves and their opponent.
Looking to add on here in the 2nd quarter. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And again, it's Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning.
Second down and 7.
Back to throw, Watson, rolling to his right. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first. Here's Watson. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And quickly they get to the line. From the red zone now, Watson. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. And Chubb will try the middle here. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stopper.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. York able to send this one through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with only 9 seconds remaining, well, not much time, we'll see how they play this. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. A final shot before break. Huntley. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. He'll set up to throw from the gun. And this will be incomplete.
physical play on the football there, and it's second down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's not locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Watson to throw on 3rd down. Over the middle, complete. It's Bell. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
A give. This is Chubb. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll try the air now with Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Watson on first down. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart, because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
79 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
On first down, it's Watson.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. Back to the air. Watson on 2nd down. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Watson now on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
York able to send this one through.
And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though. 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Looking to throw. Huntley. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
On third down. It's Miles. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Nothing doing on second and third down after that 9-yard gain on first. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. A run for Nick Chubb. And he can only manage to get a couple. Second and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now a handoff up the middle. Miles. Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. On 3rd down, Huntley. And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Play action. Huntley. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
Now the ball comes loose. And I think the Browns got it. They did. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
1st and 10, Taylor now.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll go down at the 28. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. The give to the fullback on the dive. That'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. A shotgun snap for Watson. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Browns. Amari Cooper with a milestone, career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list.
And the Browns are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
York on now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 16-point lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
On 2nd down, it's Miles. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. Off the play fake, Huntley.
He's got Godwin with a little bit of a highlight reel catch.
14 yards that time for number 14. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Operating from the gun, Huntley. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
Up the middle they go. It's Miles. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Huntley. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's at the 50. 30.
Browns are going to take possession of the football. So they get the interception, and almost as importantly, a big return after that.
And who was the guy that saved the touchdown, partner? The guy who threw the interception. A lot of times, he just gives it the old Olay, but give him credit. He went old school. He was determined not to make this a pick six, and he got there in time to make the tackle.
After the interception, here's Watson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
Running straight ahead, Taylor.
And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Looking to throw. Watson. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Browns extend this fourth quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 23. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us?
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But it looks like a Buccaneer was able to corral it. Yes, the Bucs have it. Tampa Bay keeps the possession. Looking to throw on second down. Huntley. And I think the ball's out. And this is picked up by the Browns. And I don't know that fumble's going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, it's Cooper as he makes the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing now, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not... So the folks in New York just going to wind up confirming what the officials saw, as this play will stand as is.
On second and goal, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Amari Cooper with touchdown number 23 here on the year.
And the Browns have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the fourth. So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. Over the middle to Evans. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Browns, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.